Hi everyone, welcome to the Things We Love, where we talk about the best parts of video games, hiding in the darkest pits of the night. I'm Ace, and today we are talking about Bloodborne, so without further ado, hunters, let's get started. One of the first things I'd like to talk to you about is the aesthetic. Bloodborne, in my eyes, at least has this more gothic style, which I never thought would be something I enjoyed, but really fits so well. The dark, spookier themes and supernatural bits of the game work so well. Like, Yharnam is a creepy place during the hunt, and I honestly just want to keep exploring it, no matter how many times it takes to see every nook and cranny, and whether it be enemies, the bosses, hell, even going down to the Chalice dungeon. It's such a surreal, spooky feeling that, honestly, if this was any other horror experience, I'd be terrified out of my mind. But Bloodborne just seems to fit so well that I can never get enough of seeing it all. And I wish that there was even more for me to explore. Well, here's hoping Bloodborne gets a remake or something in the future. The second thing I'd like to talk to you guys about is the trick weapons. Now, Bloodborne doesn't have the same amount of weapons as the Souls games in comparison, but what it makes up for in quantity is quality. The weapons we do have in this game are all very cool. They also have the ability to transform into slightly different versions of themselves with a bit different fighting styles to go with them. Best example I can give you is the different things with them. So there's a variety in which type of fighting style you want to go to with these weapons. And I never experienced something like that before because I hadn't played the other Souls games yet, as this was my first. So you can see why I fell in love with these weapons having different ways to fight, and you can easily change it back to the original style with just the click of a button. So if you don't like something, you can just go back to the side, or honestly, you can pick some of the other weapons. Like, besides Ludwig's Holy Sword, honestly, you've got the Hunter Axe, which is the overall great starting weapon, as it does pretty good damage and it's great for crowd control. Like, later in the game, you could pick up the Blades of Mercy, which are very fast. Weapons I haven't mastered, but I'd like to at some point. Got the Moonlight Greatsword, running favorite in the FromSoftware games, or the Whirligig Saw. Now that is a weapon that is a ton of fun to use, so try them all out sometime if you'd like. You may find something you enjoy. Maybe a certain imp cane, perhaps? The next thing I'd like to talk to you about is the bosses. Now, Bloodborne has its fair share of bosses. Some good, some questionable, but honestly, when I first got introduced to these bosses, the mix of them just awoke in something in me that I didn't understand. Some of them were tough, like Abridged ripped me in half. The vacuous Rom terrified the hell out of me. Mainly just for the minor spiders, by the way. 𝐄𝐦𝐚𝐢𝐥 was an excellent test. See how much I'd learned over my adventure. And of course, you've got Lawrence, that piece of shit with lava everywhere. But my point I'm making is these bosses awaken a love for a franchise that I didn't understand. That satisfaction you get when, after getting beaten down by a boss for so long, to finally succeed. That's what these bosses awoken in. And I never knew how awesome that feeling would feel. Plus, there are some bosses that I still feel better than some of the other games series. Like, Orphan Cause, as crazy as that fight is awesome. And that is a highlight. For sure. Ludwig with his moonlight sword. A fucking horse with a sword that shoots essentially energy beam slashes. That is not something I would have ever expected to see. Except maybe out of like a Final Fantasy game or something. At the point when I played this for the first time, I hadn't even played those either. And going back to aesthetic just a little bit, they fit that very creepy and weird theme so well. Like, these aren't just regular men, for the most part anyway, or like warriors in like suits of armor. Like, some of them essentially transform into unrecognizable versions of what they used to be, or just started out as demonic or gross creatures to begin with. And man, I just love seeing what kind of fantastic creations this game can come. The final thing I'd like to talk to you about is the style of the combat. Now, specifically for this, unlike Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, where you got your shield and your sword so you can be defend, then attack style and go from there. Bloodborne goes for more of the aggressive approach. There is no shield. All you have is your gun to carry, and then the post. But for the most part, you're on the aggressive side, so it's more looks like you're just being attacked. Which, honestly, from my experience with just playing like normal like action games, that's usually what I tend to go towards. Now, you can still get hurt and get fucked up, but the game also gives you the chance to get your health back that you lost from enemies if you're fast enough to get some quick attacks in. It's a risk-reward situation, and honestly, I've embraced this concept so well. It's an idea of like, sure, you can make some reckless moves to get the fight going, but if you mess up, there's at least error. And don't forget, your enemies aren't just gonna let you stand by and do that either. They're also very aggressive, so it's a dance to see which one of them is going to be the one standing on top. Truly aggressive. Next part is dancing death. Hey, I love playing today. And there you have it. Those are some of the things I love about my miraculous adventure with Bloodborne. So, what do you guys think? Is there anything I forgot? I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe so you can see some more videos like these, or check us out when we stream Monday through Wednesday. Also, I'd like to say thank you for joining us for this anniversary month where we just talk about the best things, and celebrate 7 years of making content. It's honestly blast. So until next time, I've been Ace. You guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.